Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening. It is here that all are invited to this happy place where the young and young at heart can explore, laugh, and listen together. Get ready as the magic awaits you like never before. Welcome to the happiest podcast on earth.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Happiest Podcast on Earth YouTube channel here. We are coming at you with a little Mark and Bomb here, coming at you strong. We got my main man, Josiah. He spent all last week all over the parks. I mean, I don't know if you were a part of his, if you follow him at all. My man was all over the map, and it was awesome. We loved it. But before we get started, before we jump into this really quick, if you guys like what you guys are watching, please subscribe down below. And don't forget that Josiah's got his own thing going on. Drumming, what is it again?
Josiah Nusbaum Drums is
and then
the Instagram and the YouTube.
Cool. Yep. We will put the link down below. And then I've got my own YouTube channel going on. It's Mark Bradley, or it's Marky Mark and K. I'll put the link on it. We've got some new rebranding going on here. We're running into a little crisis over here on my side, but we're figuring it out. But again, we love you guys. We're thankful for you guys. We want to try to give you guys as much park magic and just fun as possible. So let's hop into this. All right. So what we're going to start with today is Josiah's going to go over his top 5 rides of Disney. Josiah's a ride freak. This dude, he is just an absolute. We're going to do some stuff on it in the future of like comparing Universal to Disney. But right now we're just going to start with Disney because that's what we all know and love. So have at it. Your top 5. Let's hear it.
All right. So top 5. It's a tie for number 5. Dude, you got to go Christmas.
Boing.
So it's a tie for number 5 between Tower of Terror and Expedition Everest. Everest, first of all, I'm a roller coaster freak. If you know me, you know that. Everest is just so good. And so it's been a long time since I've been to Disney, so I hadn't ridden it before this trip, just last week. So it was just fantastic. Tower of Terror, I've ridden it before, but it's just great. Everybody loves that ride. Even if you don't love drop towers, which I don't love drop towers, but Tower of Terror is fantastic.
I'm with you on that one. Not a huge fan of drop towers. Don't like.
But Tower of Terror, I loved it. And I think I got a bad cycle on Tower of Terror just because I only had one like big drop from the top to the bottom. But even if you have like an iffy ride cycle because they have multiple cycles, it's always a new ride, which is pretty awesome. So
it's always, you're never going to ride the same ride twice?
So you could, but I think it's 5 or 6 different cycles that are randomly generated by the computer.
That's so cool. So, I love that. Fantastic.
All right, so those were number 5.
So number 5 was Expedition Everest.
Yes, and Tower of Terror.
And Tower of Terror tied.
Yeah.
There's some. So I'm going in a couple. What's today? Tuesday. I'm leaving in almost a week. And I'm taking my 4-year-old and 2-year-old. So I'm really excited to take them on Expedition Everest. Wait, no.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Is that the Yeti ride?
Yeah.
No, they can't go. I'm thinking the safari ride. Negate. Forget what I just said. Moving on. Continue. Move on. I'm like, I was thinking of the safari ride. No, Everest.
Might be tall enough? I don't know.
Oh man, Everest. That part where you go backwards, I fudging love it. All right.
I got stuck on Everest twice in the same ride. I actually rode it 5 times in an hour because I had ridden everything at Animal Kingdom. I got it stuck on it twice in the same ride, and like it just took a while for them to restart it, which was fine. But fortunately, I was inside when it got stuck, so I wasn't, baking for however long. All right.
Number 4. Let's hear it.
4. We are going to what used to be my favorite ride at Disney before this trip, Rock and Roller Coaster. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is saying something because I am a roller coaster freak.
Yeah.
To the point of like later this summer, I'll ride my 200th different roller coaster. Like out of all the coasters on the planet, I've ridden about 200 of them at this point.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
so awesome. I love roller coasters. Rock and Roller Coaster. It's my favorite roller coaster on Disney property. And it's my number 4 ride at Disney.
I muted. I did a dab sneeze. Woo! Dab sneeze was good. Wow. So in my head, I have, my favorite rides.
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay, what's Josiah's going to be? Honestly, I thought Rock and Roller Coaster was going to be at least in your top 3 just because I know you're a coaster guy. So now I'm thinking, I
thought so as well.
I mean, those are like your 4, and your T5s. I'm like, they're the 3 best coasters that I've been on there. So I haven't been in a couple years, so I know there's some new added stuff. So now I'm curious. So let's hear number 3. Hit us.
All right. Number 2 and number 3 are really close. Like it's an absolute toss up. Right now, I will say number 3 is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
I am ecstatic to do this ride. Everyone is raving about this ride.
It's absolutely amazing. It's so immersive. Like you just walk in and you're there, and it's amazing, even without the pre-show. So if you've watched a video of it before, you'll know what the pre-show is. If you haven't, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone.
Yeah, I haven't done any sort of research. Oh, what is this hair there? I haven't done any sort of research on the ride. I like going in blind, like Rise of Resistance, Smuggler's Run. I don't know anything about these rides.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
you're gonna go crazy. But yeah.
So So what's your favorite thing about it? The number one, because it's not. Is it like a roller coaster, or is it just like a fun Disney immersive ride, or is it both?
It's more just like a fun Disney immersive ride. So it's a trackless dark ride, which is Disney's doing a lot of that now. To the point of like it's like a combination of what Disney does. So like the Winnie the Pooh ride, Haunted Mansion, those are all dark rides. This dark ride is trackless, so it's all computer run. You just go wherever the computer tells you to go, but there's no track in front of you, so you don't know where you're going.
That is so
fantastic. Cool. Yeah, it's amazing, and it's so immersive, and it features Mickey Mouse. So
hi there,
the goat himself. Okay,
it's amazing.
All right, so let's do a recap really quick. Tied for 5th, Everest Rock and Roller Coaster. No, Tower of Terror. Number 4 is Rock and Roller Coaster. Number 3 is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister there.
It's very much a tongue twister.
Gracious me. All right, there we go. We're in the top 2. Number 2.
I have not seen this movie yet. As we know, I've been going through the Disney movies. Avatar: Flights of Passage. Wow. I don't know if you've been there since they opened it, but
so real quick, give you a little history. When last time I've been to Disney, I was in Animal Kingdom, and they sectioned off the whole area of which they were building it, and it said park coming soon. They didn't even say what it was when we were there.
Oh wow.
But we had no idea what it was. So it's been a while since I've been to Disney, so you can count me as tickled, and I'm ready. I'm ready because I hear first off, and you can kind of chime in. Pandora is beautiful.
Absolutely.
And then I hear that the Flights of Passage is like next level roller coaster.
Yeah. So it's like Soarin' on steroids. So it's like Soarin', but you're riding a Banshee, and you've got 3D goggles on. It's absurd. So yeah, even for someone who I haven't seen Avatar yet. I'm getting there, but I haven't seen it yet. And once I see it, I'll probably appreciate it more.
Probably.
But the ride is just like, holy crap.
There's a really dope scene in the movies with the main character. He's riding his Banshee. And like just watching the movie, you feel slightly immersed in the ride of his riding of the Banshee. So I'm really excited to actually live. Oh my God, I'm so stoked. You got me so excited. All right.
Yeah. And the queue line is gorgeous for this ride as well. So
awesome. I'm huge. Yeah. Big queue line guy over here.
Oh yeah.
Big. You have to be. I don't want to go stand and look at nothingness. I want to be immersed. All right, so give me a second. Now I got to think of your number 1. I'm stuck between 3, but I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. I'm pretty
sure you do.
Okay, then yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Josiah's number 1 ride in Disney is
Star Wars Rise of the Resistance.
Figured.
I was up at 6:45. I had changed. I took Mickey Mouse off of my Apple Watch to put on the let's see if we can get there. The face with the second hand. I wanted the face with the second hand on it.
Oh.
because that way you can watch your watch and make sure that exactly at 7 o'clock you hit
I'm on it.
join.
I'm ready for it. I'm going to inject myself into this. I'm going to like wake up. What time? What time? 6:45.
I woke up at like 6:45. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wake up even
I was ready to
earlier.
go.
I'm gonna do some push-ups. I'm gonna do some squats. Get myself all
Yeah.
psyched
Yeah.
up. Get my heart rate up. Get excited, and I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
Um.
So I did it exactly at 7 o'clock. Don't be on the hotel Wi-Fi because
Okay.
it's terrible. Use your data. I was group 46, I think, doing it exactly at 7 o'clock. I rode around 11:30. So I
Okay.
was a little bit late because I was in Muppets when I got called. But they give you like an hour or an hour and a half window.
Okay. That's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So
It's amazing.
there's his top 5 rides in Disney. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm missing the two other two I was thinking about were
Yeah.
Smuggler's Run and
Mhm.
um Space Mountain.
Okay.
So those are the other two that I was thinking, but I mean, from what I hear, I think it's kind of universal. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
everyone
Smuggler's Run is
raves. I mean,
fantastic.
Corey
Um,
loves Rock and Roller Coaster,
yeah.
loves it, and the
Right.
fact that I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, I think he has his 1 and 2 are um, Flight of Passage and Rise of Resistance, right? I think correct.
I think so.
I'll have to ask him to make
Um,
sure, but it just goes to show the volume that like even like the classic loved Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller
oh yeah.
Coaster are getting beat by these new rides, and that's saying something.
Yeah. Rise of the Resistance is so immersive and like I'm not going to spoil it, but there's like a ride within the queue line that
Oh,
you don't really realize it's a ride until it starts happening and then you're like, "Holy cow, this is actually a ride. What the heck is going on right now?"
that's amazing.
And then you wait more, but you don't feel like you're waiting because there's so much going on around you. Like it got shut down for like half an hour while I was in the queue line and I was perfectly fine just because I was looking around at everything that was going on.
Yep, that sounds incredible. I'm
Yeah,
ready for
it's
it.
amazing.
All right, so there it is. We've got Tower of Terror and Everest.
Yep.
Rock and Roller Coaster is number 4.
Yep.
Number 3 is what was it?
Runaway Railway.
Runaway Railway. Number
Mhm.
2, Flight of
Flight
Passage.
of Passage.
Number 1 takes the cake.
Rise of the Resistance.
Okay, there it is.
There you go.
Give me a real quick update on. So I have 2 questions. Number 1,
Yeah.
what were the lines like? Give us an update on anyone that's going soon, anyone that's been. Just kind of like give us an update on what the lines were like.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the lines are going to be a little longer coming up the next week or so, just because some colleges are going on spring break. When I was there, I think the longest line I waited in was, I think it was like 70 minutes for Tower of Terror.
Okay.
So while that doesn't, it's not a long time to wait, just believe what the app says, but take a little bit of time off. The app is always going to overestimate.
Got it.
Also, the lines are going to look a lot longer. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, I waited about an hour for, and the line was wrapped all the way through the queue, down a little bit towards Jungle Cruise, and then back up to the shop that's right next to Pirates of the Caribbean, just because of all the social distancing that's
Yeah.
going on.
So it looks like the line's gonna be longer than it really is.
Exactly. You're
Got
like,
it.
holy cow, how long is this thing going to be? And it's, 30 minutes. So
Got it.
that's not bad.
Okay. And all right, what's something that surprised you the most about going? Like, what was something that you were like, wow, or whoa, like what surprised you the most?
All right. So I'd say there's 2 things.
Okay.
Number 1, if you're going anytime soon, don't miss out on the Skyliner. Corey hates it. We know this. There are a couple people on the cast that hate it. Some people love it. I love the ride. I'm a fan of stuff with the graphics. You get a better view if it doesn't have a graphic on the car or whatever it's called. Just because you don't have anything blocking your view, which
Cool.
you can see through the graphics, but it's a little duller.
Yeah.
Obviously. But the Skyliner is a ride in itself, and like I stayed at Pop Century, I could get from my hotel room door, which I was in the 70s at Pop Century, to the front gate of either Epcot or Hollywood Studios in about 10 minutes. It was absurd. Maybe 15, but it was absolutely amazing. And you don't need to ride in a bus, which is even better.
That's
Or wait in a
incredible.
bus
And like,
line.
what's interesting to me is I know a lot of people I've seen on Twitter and Instagram and all this stuff and blogs that there's a lot of people that don't like the Skyliners. They think that it's an inconvenience. That doesn't sound like an inconvenience to me. How could someone take it as an inconvenience?
I think the only way they could do that is if they're not staying in a Skyliner resort, because then it's like, I mean, there's this thing here that doesn't really help me much. But I mean, if you're staying at Riviera, if you're staying at Caribbean Beach, Art of Animation, or Pop Century, I mean, it's my choice for best transportation.
Easily. Awesome. Yeah. All right. And what's number 2?
Number 2, food. Make sure you pre-order. I learned the hard way when I was at Hollywood Studios. I pre-ordered my breakfast, went and got the breakfast Ronto wrap, which is unreal, so good. But then by the time I was hungry again for lunch, all the food had filled up until like, because most places you have to order ahead with the app. And they have like windows where you can pick your food, or when you want to pick your food up. I didn't do that early enough, so all the windows had filled up. So I actually ended up park hopping over to Epcot and getting food there, because a lot of their stuff you don't need to pre-order.
Nice.
So
got it.
I don't know if that's just a COVID thing, but it's a thing that you should at least think about pre-ordering your stuff and like setting your meal times before the day starts.
Awesome. All right. And then one last question. Are you going to go back anytime soon?
I'm going to go back as soon as I can. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
I mean, Ratatouille looked like it was about ready to open.
That's awesome.
I was glad it didn't open when I was there, because I knew Epcot would probably get a little crazy with all the Instagrammers and everything.
Yeah.
You can be the first to ride, but
yeah. So is that the same Ratatouille ride that's in Paris right now?
Yes, I think it's the exact same ride, actually.
Awesome.
So it's the same ride system as Runaway Railway. It's gonna be awesome. Tron looks like it's gonna be amazing. They're working on the canopy still for that, and then you can't see much of the construction going on Cosmic Rewind, but that's happening soon as well.
All right. So. Awesome stuff, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Mark and Baum, we're done. Again, thank you guys for watching. We wouldn't be doing these videos if it wasn't for you. We love you guys. We're thankful for you guys. If you guys have any suggestions on, what you want us to go over, what you want us to review, if you have a fun talent, if you're a avid park goer, if you're a food junkie and you want to just talk about your favorite restaurants, whatever it is, just leave some comments below if you want to hop on, and we'll get you on here and we'll talk. We'll just chit chat. We'll have a good old time. So stay tuned onto my YouTube channel. I got a really awesome video coming up that I want everyone to watch. It's going to be awesome. So just stay tuned. Should be released on Monday. So that would be the 8th. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. So we love you guys. Don't forget, go subscribe to Josiah Drums.
Josiah Nusbaum Drums. Yep.
Josiah Nusbaum Drums. Okay.
Easy.
Of course, our podcast, or the podcast itself, our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Go give everybody some love. We love you. We're out. You got anything else, Josiah?
I got nothing.
All right. You know what you got to do. Dab it up, son.